We really have to go. Ron.
Foxy, come on.
Mrs. Branning, we really have to go in.
You made some changes?
Yeah.
Why don't you take a seat?
Are you Veronica Branning?
Yes, I am.
I'd like to now read Kathleen Moon's victim impact statement. No one can imagine what it's like to lose your child, especially when you've spent less than an hour with them. I can only say that I didn't know any feeling could hurt so bad. It was like my whole body ached, inside and out, my head too, my eyes, every inch of me. Me and Alfie could barely talk to each other. We couldn't bear to look at his toys. When we buried him in his tiny white coffin, I wanted to be dead too. I wanted them to cover me in earth too. And it didn't stop. It got worse, day after day. I couldn't sleep, just pain and misery till I couldn't feel anything anymore. And all this time, Ronnie Branning seemed happy and content with her new baby and didn't even bother to hide it. It seemed like she enjoyed it, like she was gloating. Once I cried. I cried in front of her, and I'm sure I saw her smiling.
No, this is not fair. This is not fair, okay?
If you continue to interrupt these court proceedings, I'll have you taken into custody for contempt.
My sister wouldn't laugh at you, all right? She wouldn't laugh at you. Her baby died as well.
This is your last warning.
She was miserable with what she did.
I'm finding you in contempt.
And you know that, Kat. You know that.
Take her down.
Fine.
This ain't right, and you know it.
Please continue.
She flaunted her baby in front of us, day after day, until finally, when she knew she was going to be caught, she just gave him back like a borrowed toy. I've missed all of those months of my baby's life. Sometimes I look at him and I think I don't know him at all. When he's crying, I think he's crying for her. I can't let my child out of my sight. A minute and I'm nervous. We have locks on the doors, locks everywhere. I keep him close all day and all night. She done that to us. And even now we've got him back. It's only just begun.
Your Honor, you will appreciate that my client pleaded guilty at the first opportunity. She's full of remorse and also has suffered tremendously herself. Only 1 hour prior to Veronica Branning taking Tommy Moon, she lost her own baby. He was only a day old. Mrs. Branning was alone, her husband Jack away, working to support his new family. I'm sure we can all imagine the terrible impact of such a loss.
Stop. Stop, I don't want him to say any more.
Sorry, Your Honour, if I could just speak to my client.
No, I've changed my mind.
My client is in a very vulnerable state.
I don't want anything said. I don't want any excuses made. There aren't any excuses for what I did.
Very well. Unless you have anything else for us, Mrs. Bartlett?
No, Your Honour.
Then I'll proceed to sentencing. A case involving a mother who has lost her child. And while her personal circumstances are tragic, to deprive another family of their newborn child in such a manipulative way and for a prolonged period of time means that realistically there is only one sentence which is appropriate. Immediate custody. Having taken into account the mitigating factors, the reports, the personal circumstances, the least sentence that I can impose is 3 years. Take her down.
No, wait. This ain't right. Look, Ronnie, those things I said to you, I was upset. I was really upset. I don't want her to go to prison. I don't. I thought I did, but I don't.
I'm afraid that's not up to you to decide, Mrs. Moon.
You can't take her. She's lost her baby. She's like me. She lost her baby. The only difference is I got mine back. Ronnie, I don't want this. Ronnie, you were right. Me and you, we are the same. I forgive you. I forgive you.